What up, Twitch? It's your boy PU2 coming at you live on a Tuesday night for some Dungeons and Dragons. It's on my shirt. We are going to be going through our Piece of 8 campaign tonight. We're very excited to be back and doing that. I am looking at the cameras and I believe climate change is frozen. You okay there for climate? Ah! He's frozen like the climate. Ah!
Is it just me or is it everybody?
I think it's just you. Me. I see movement from both MK Spectre and PS Zombie, so unfortunately, I think it is you.
It's weird on my end. I'm moving. Are you guys seeing me moving on Ninja?
No, you just look very pensive. Because you're frozen.
You're not moving on Ninja or on the stream.
Are you alive? Do we need to send help?
I'm rejoining.
Just disconnect and come back.
He's coming back.
You've returned.
He's returned! Very good. Let's see.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was hoping it would freeze again with me in that. Anyway. Alright.
Welcome back. Well, gentlemen, it's cold out, and so it is freezing where I'm at. But before we get into pleasantries with the group, I do want to say follow PU2 on all the social medias. You can find me on Insta, you can find me on X, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on here on Twitch. Okay, that's enough plugs for now. Let's go back to the way it's so freaking cold. So we're going to check in around the table and see how everybody is trying to survive this winter weather. Maybe they love it, maybe they don't. Let's go around the table and see. We're going to start with PS Zombie, who had probably the most intense exposure to the winter thus far, taking a little roundabout tour of the Big Apple and getting back from that trip. So, PS Zombie, how are you faring?
Doing good. I brought back a little souvenir sickness from New York City, so with any luck, I'm patient zero for some new megavirus from overseas. But if I am, it's not that bad, so, we'll be fine. I was in New York City, had a good time. Saw some shows, some museums, classic New York City stuff. Ate some really good food. I had some Thai curry that had, almost half a pumpkin in it. It had a huge amount of pumpkin. It was wild. And a tamarind drink. You don't see too much tamarind out there, but... Anyways, I had a really good time. Saw a lot of snow, but was undeterred. And it was also really powdery, so you couldn't even make snowballs or anything out of it. It was just the driest, powderiest snow. But it was still a good time, and I made it home without any of my planes going down, so can't complain.
Is this a climate that you enjoy, or are you more of a what's your favorite season?
Well, and I've lived in South Florida and the South my whole life, so I like a bit of cold as a novelty now and then, go see some snow. I'd say overall I like places that have a bit of variety, but not I don't know how I would fare living up north where it's got real brutal winters. Tend to think I prefer it a little bit more moderate than that.
Gotcha. But
who knows? I think I could cope wherever I was, to be honest.
So, enjoys the novelty, folks. Seemingly indifferent from this interview with him, with PS Zombie, on his feelings on the weather. So that's
right. I feel nothing about anything. I'm numb inside. I have no opinions.
It's the weather. That's why. I like to think that this virus that you've got is be hey, forget about it to your body. He's hey... I'm gonna make you sick, but forget about it. Hey, this is just a cab driver.
Me into a New Yorker.
He's got a little cabbie hat. He's rolling around your body. That's fun.
I'm hey, the public transit around here is terrible.
I was supposed to take the L train to the liver. How did I end up here?
Rodney Dangerfield, man.
That accent makes me think of movie rewards.
That's right.
We just do movie rewards.
We just do movie rewards. That's right. Very good, very good, very good. What do you play in this campaign? We're playing Piece of 8, Piasami.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is your character for this campaign? Tell us about it.
I play Garza. He is a enthusiastic young monk boy, and he's got a devil fruit giving him some fire powers,
Nice.
but not firepower. He doesn't have guns. He just has the flames.
Appreciate you clarifying for the reader.
That's right.
That's good.
I don't know. I bet he's got two guns.
Nice.
Um,
So much wordplay.
yeah. So he's kind of a pirate fanboy, looking forward to making a name for his crew.
Very good, very good. Well, that is Garza. Checking in with Piasami. We'll move on down the list to MK Spectre.
What's happening?
How have you been faring with this weather, with the coldness settling in?
I love it.
Oh, wow.
I absolutely love it. I love the cold
Okay.
because it means no yard work.
That's one way to look at it, yeah.
That is, I try to find a positive. I'm like him. I've lived here in the South my whole life, and it's hot, or at least warm, through December, and so I'm like, all right, give me some cold. I'll take some cold.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a break. So, yeah, I think I would like to live a little further north. Get a little bit of some more like legit winter months, a little bit of spring, a little bit of summer, but keep it pretty moderate all the way around.
Okay. Well, that's good. I didn't peg you for a person that loves the wintry weather, so that's interesting. I've discovered a fact about you, MK. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, happy to. Anytime.
Yeah, yeah. What do you play for this campaign? For Piece of 8? What's your character?
I play Orthos. He is a dual-wielding half-orc mercenary. He is, for the most part, pretty laid back. Just go with the flow. If someone decides to just start shooting an old lady, you know what? He's like, all right, I'm gonna do it too.
Let's go. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's down for anything. But yeah, he just kind of go with the flow. I think he fits in pretty good with the crew because whatever they want to do, he's down and he's ready to back them up.
That's good. So thank you, MK. That is Orthos. You didn't talk about your devil fruit, so you have also been taken in one. So tell us about that.
Yes. I have eaten the haste fruit, so it makes me a little bit faster. I haven't used it too much in combat yet, a couple times here and there. But he's a little bit faster, and I'm looking forward to maybe exploring that outside of combat as well, and see if that can affect some of the outcomes or some of the events a little bit.
I see you have some desire to mess with my plans as the DM later. Interesting.
Oh,
I'll have to
100%.
make some notes about that. I'll be watching you.
Oh, no, you don't have to make any notes. Just
keep pen and paper out of this.
Nah, notes are for nerds.
That's right.
For cowards.
This guy's talking so fast, nobody can understand him.
That's right.
Oh, wait.
Very good. And then we keep going around the table, going to somebody who's in more of a northern climate changer. How are you faring in these wintry times?
I'm fine. Just, try to stay inside as much as I can in the dark. Away from, I don't get to see the sun anymore,
Yeah.
So far up here. Gosh. 12-hour days.
Yep.
12-hour night.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. That's how time works, yes.
Yeah.
Every day, 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then the following 12 hours.
I'm feeling right now is probably the springtime. That's what
yeah.
I like the new growth, when that begins. But I'm playing a chibi. He's a half elf, formerly half elf almost, ranger who partook of the I don't remember the name of it, but it changed him into more of a squid man type of situation. And I would characterize him as just like chaotically confused. That would be his kind of emotional vibe. Yeah. Spring is pretty cool.
Weapon Fruit was the actual name of it. Climate.
Oh. Weapon. Yeah.
Very good. Now I feel you on Spring. I feel you on that. Very good. Okay.
It's kind of like early spring, when it's not like real hot.
Yeah.
Like just perfect. That's the season I want.
That's right. Very good. And then we've got, last stop around the table, we got Alex. Now, Alex, he has experienced a little snow already this season. He's been snowed
That is right.
in.
Mostly ice, which has not been as fun, but that's all right.
And how are you? So I know me and you, we've been around this environment before. We've lived in the mountains at the same time.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on these? How do you fare during the winter months?
I love the cold, but I've had enough. When it got down to 8 degrees yesterday and the wind blew our privacy fence down, I was ready for summer. I'm gonna be honest. But no, it's been good. It's aside from the storm we had recently, and it's been like 30s, which has been great. But then it got down to -3 the other day. So yeah, I'm ready for spring.
I hear you on that. So I'm sorry, I'm distracted. PSami came in with the Unabomber look. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh, good.
Well, I felt like
DJ Zombie.
my eyes were looking very inexpressive due to my sickness, so I was like, I'll probably look more energetic if I cover them up.
You are bringing the energy right now.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
You kind of
it's already working.
You kind of got the hoodie and the glasses. You kind of got like a big Lebowski vibe going now. Like you brought like a lot more energy to the stream. So I appreciate that.
It's like everyone knows the strategy to like look cool and attractive is to cover up as much as yourself as possible. Let people just assume that you're good looking.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm trying
Leave it to the imagination.
Oh man.
Hide the face with
look,
a beard.
he's got sunglasses.
Yeah,
now.
MK's on this other glasses too. Look at it. What is happening right now?
Future's so bright, we gotta wear shades.
Gotta wear shades. You're so cool. It's so cool. It's like
It's all the snow everywhere, it reflects into your eyes.
That's right. You need the shades
What about
on.
this?
You gotta have the shades on. I just like it's like that Community line where they're talking about Jeff Winger and they're like, look at his shadow, even the shadow. That's what I feel like.
Even
right
the
now.
shadow is cool.
That's right. So anyway, back to Alex. Alex, what are you playing for this campaign? I hear your dogs are scampering.
Yeah, he's just running around the background. Sorry. So I'm playing Gornick. It's a barbarian bugbear. He partook in a devil fruit and has so far used his powers to just harass his crewmates, which has been fun.
Nice.
I think we found out last week that we may have been overusing his powers a little bit, but yeah, otherwise kind of an instigator, but likes to be in it with the team, and we'll definitely fight for these guys, even if he acts a little ornery.
That's great. Well, that is the party, and it is chaotic. And I don't know what's happened on stream, but everybody got suddenly cooler. I see Climate Changers join in this too. Alex, I know you're not on video, but you might need the glasses up. I gotta find something in this room to match the coolness factor. One moment.
There's no telling what he's going to come back with.
He's just fully gonna have a blindfold.
I feel like he's got a lot of props in there. Yeah, maybe it is a
Oh
blindfold.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff for him. He'll be able to use it. Has anyone played High Guard yet?
No. What's it? What is it?
It was at the Game Awards. It was like the final announcement, but it was just like a really generic hero shooter looking thing. So people were roasting it, but it just came out today, so a lot of streamers and stuff are playing it for the memes.
So
It's oh, there we go.
I had to go.
Oh, wow.
I had to go one up you guys. I don't have shades in here because it's winter. I'm not prepared. So I've got these fancy
It
things.
can get sunny in winter.
That's right.
He just had those, y'all.
I did. I've literally got like I've got a prop tote of just props that I go whip out if I need to. I even got a pirate hat. I should wear that pirate hat more often when I DM.
Ooh.
It's kind of hurting my face.
You're like Roger from American Dad.
That's right. It's Ricky Spanish.
Ricky.
Spanish. Well, contrary, I think we had kind of a mostly supportive of. It was kind of you guys all ran the gamut with your reported feelings on the winter. Some love the novelty, some love it all the time, some are over it. I am fully anti ice snow and anything winter. If it gets below 60, I'm already depressed. So anytime it gets cold, I hate it. I prefer hottest climate possible. 70 or above, that's where I thrive. So the hotter it gets, the more I want to run the world. So that's what I'm dreaming for. So this is not what I'm enjoying. Because like the heat excess, they have heat advisors and all that, but it's not gonna like ruin road conditions of my planned travel to a NASCAR race this weekend. It's not gonna mess with that. But winter and snow is, which is what I'm battling right now. So,
Speaking of, I don't know if you heard this, but the writer for the Brad Pitt Formula One movie says he wants to do a crossover with Days of Thunder,
nice.
where Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise race against each other.
That'd be awesome.
And I'm like, that's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
That would be awesome.
I'd be a fan.
I just think every franchise should turn into Avengers and just do a shared universe.
That's right.
It's just better across the board.
I mean, everybody loves a good cameo.
They're like, these two movies have racing in them. Bam, cross them over.
That's right. Back to the shades thing real quick. If I had the energy, I would go exchange these for the ones I have in the house, which I got at a Lowe's Pro event that looked like the NASCAR shades you'd see people wear at the races, like the massive, like broad-looking, technicolored, bands. I need to pull that out next stream. You guys are making me jealous.
Well, these ones are actually, they were given out at my Target.
Nice.
And they actually have our store number on it. That was my store back in Miami. So they're
Shout out
highly
to
highly sought after.
T075, whatever that number was. Shout out to that. That's great.
Yeah, 1075. Yeah, it's a pretty cool. We were like the worst Target in the world, but we were like on the wrong side of town. The only thing that we were like the absolute best at was school uniforms. We outsold like every other Target in the district in school uniforms. So go us.
You meddled in uniforms. That's great.
But everything else sucked.
Well, that's awesome. Oh. And then we got climate has transformed yet again.
Oh yeah.
Look at
Speaking of the hottest climate possible that
That's right.
PU2 loves.
It does look pick-up artist vibes with the hoodie and the shades. Like you got that kind of vibe going on, and the dog.
You think I'm negging you right now?
That's right. That was a pick. That was remember that was the thing when the pickup artist. What is that like? Circa 2007 maybe. And he was really big on having a flair to your outfit so that you could get noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
Yeah, that guy was weird.
Yeah, he was.
I'm just cold, man.
He says with the
It's
shades,
cold down
with
here.
the shades on.
Do you have a pipe there? You could do like the lean back in a chair, the Aragorn style.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
But with the shades
I
on,
could.
it's more.
He's like literally never cooler than that one moment in Fellowship where he's just like sitting back in the chair. So cool.
I don't know. The door opening is pretty good. It slams the doors
Also,
open.
call it a controversial take, but before he got Boromir's bracers, his jacket just looked so much cooler with the loose sleeves. And then after he gets it, like, I don't know.
This old pipe thing for my grandfather.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Wow.
There he is. It's Strider.
You have fully
This is so important for the stream and the, everything. This is.
I mean, you are a ranger.
Yeah.
You gotta look the part.
Oh. You're right.
It looks very Dungeons and Dragons.
I gotta go all in for the full experience.
So,
You got animal
we got
handling
more
because I see
props.
the dog around. Taking.
This might take me a minute to find, but just keep
Okay.
going.
Okay. Well, let me
keep
set up
DMing.
the story and then we'll go. Okay. So thank you all for joining us. Let's dive right in. We are playing Piece of Eight. This is for those that are just tuning in, or as a refresher for others. We are doing a campaign based off the beloved anime One Piece. This is a sort of campaign inspired on that. It's a homebrewed campaign that I had put together in my mind to play with the players here. So they are members of a pirate crew, following their captain, Captain Kite. And they are the Kite Pirates, and they have sailed around and are in this world as a crew starting their pirate journey. So that is an overview of the story. I'm going to get a little music as I recap this last episode as a reminder for some, an introduction to others about what we did. I'm not sure what's going on in the chat right now. Oh. I see 5.9 USD. Thank you for defending us. Keep those bots at bay. Okay. Let me get some music going here to recap. I think I've got my recap music. There we go. The Kite Pirates and the Temerian D. Kite arrived at the island of Mizpah, where there happened to be strange murders about. After the local town blacksmith was murdered, 2 other murders occurred on the island. You all investigated and kind of got wrapped up in a whodunit cloak and dagger scenario as you pursued the murderer. You found out the murder was in fact the painter Miranda, the strange murderer of the 3 individuals, and felt that she did not belong on the island, so she took revenge into her own hands. In a kind of controversial confrontation, you went after her and you took her down and stopped her reign of terror on the island. You brought her to justice, ended your local night in the tavern, where you reported all these things to the local tavern or barkeep, Urga. You then decided to leave the island. With the help of your team, you got out of there before causing too much of a stir, but you were advised not to return to the island. You then boarded with your pirate captain and began to continue the rest of your quest. And that's where we'll end the music. So that is what you guys ended up doing. You ended up going and finally solving the murder. It was the painter all along. You brought her down, and then you headed out of town. So that is where we are. You guys have boarded the ship. You've taken off. You've left port. Your captain kind of, in one of the rarest moments, he's kind of more lackadaisical, pretty chill, pretty lazy. Decided to commission you guys to continue on your journey, and he had you hoist the sails and all that to get out of port and hit the seas. So you're now sailing smoothly along the Moon Islands waters with not a island in sight at the very moment. The seas are calm. You left towards midday and starting to be dusk as the sun starts to set, and you all have some time before bed. So you are milling about the ship doing various things. So what do you let's go kind of run down. I think your captain, he was kind of reading a little bit, but then he went back to sleeping deeply into his hammock on the main bow of the ship. I think Hissy at this point has done various chores. You saw him do a lot of work in the storehouse, getting looked like food rations arranged and put in storage. And so he's just kind of milling about with small chores. Begrudgingly, he still is very conflicted about being kidnapped and force-fed a devil fruit, but he also feels some obligation now to being part of your crew. So he's just kind of like doing these tasks like grumbly.
It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, there we go. He's stocking the shelves because of his Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex.
It's a devastating psychological condition.
It is. So, but he's a little pissy about that. But where is, speaking of Alex, where is Gordick? What is he doing? What's up with him going on right now in this kind of downtime before sleep?
Gornick is, he's just reflecting on the events of the day. I know you said that we brought the murderer down, but I feel like we actually murdered the murderer in cold blood. Just a very violent end for that lady.
Agreed.
So I think he's just be sitting on the bow, just sort of reflecting on the events of the day, and also trying to like cook up ways to mess with Sissy, because he hears him grumbling back there, and he's just trying to think of ways he can mess with him using his devil fruit power.
Yeah, I could see him doing like some mage hand stuff to like move things he's already arranged, and he has to like grumble, and he goes back and rearranges it.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
Picking up like the dustpan and tipping. Yeah. No, just all kinds of things messing with him.
Nice. Alrighty, so that's happening. I'm gonna say below deck. So let's skip around to other parts of the ship. Let's go to you, Chibi. What do you think? Your Climate, what do you think Chibi is up to? Where was he at? What is he doing?
Well, he is, I think probably pretty, just to be honest, deeply disturbed about the recent chain of events in his life. And is probably at a mental breaking point. He's going to try to come up with a coping mechanism to deal with this. And I was going to try to create a random coping mechanism roll table, but I couldn't. Hold on.
I think Chat GPT would help you with that in a hot minute.
Not fentanyl.
Doing drugs.
Let's see if this actually works.
A D&D roll table for coping with trauma.
Oh my gosh.
Is it a healthy
cold water
one?
reset. You constantly feel the need to splash your face with cold water to relax. So
there you go.
This is a interesting way to test this mechanic. I think that Chibi would probably bend over, not really thinking, go into his normal coping mechanism and go in and grab some seawater, like try to reach out and get seawater and splash it up onto his face just to, deal with all the trauma.
I think this is interesting, but you know what I'm going to make you do? So you go and you lean over. So give me some sort of a balanced dexterity save, something that would check yourself from not just tipping off the bow of the ship.
All right.
And then we'll do a face splash reset roll, see how that looks like. But let's start with your balance.
I'm going to go with athletics.
Okay.
Okay.
Acrobatics, I'll let you pick something.
Acrobatics, there we go.
Okay. Okay, so you tip into the water.
Critical fail.
Oh no.
Critical
So you
fail.
So before tell me honestly, because we need to retcon this a little bit. Are you two a part of the ship that you don't think anybody is around you? Are you doing this in private? Are you like doing this
Yeah,
nearby?
I mean, dude, I think that would be
A private moment.
honestly where he'd probably go off to have a panic attack or something. I don't know if the ship's big enough for that though, but
Yeah, it's not. It's not. You guys have.
he's on one end of the ship
Yeah.
with with people right next to him.
So,
All right.
this is good. This is good. So, with your ship, you all have the Fair Winds ship, and that is the name that you gave this vessel. I think it's got actual dimensions in this player's guide. It's got a hit. It's got hit points of 300. You got hit points. You've got storage. You've got a crew and passenger area. Got a cargo. I think I had the name of the type of vessel.
Trying to think if I know names for types
A sailing
of
ship. So let's look at how
schooner.
big the sailing ship.
Corsair. That's the type of ship, right?
I got to draw on my Assassin's Creed Black Flag knowledge.
Sailing ship 5E.
Schooner.
Is a crew of 30, passengers of 20. It's 100 by 20 feet. Looks like it's got a hold.
Oh.
We got a hold, a lower deck, a main deck, and a quarter deck. Or forecast, so little elevated parts of the main deck. So you would definitely be somewhere on the main deck, either the forecast or the deck. But that's 100 feet. So 100 feet is, I will say, visually be able to be seen. So I will ask the group. Let's just do a group roll table. Everybody, do give me a quick perception check just to see if you notice anything happening. So let's start there. 17. So Garza immediately clocks it. I will say that Orthos does not. Also, MK, you can change your name on when you roll to your character. You and Alex, if you want to do that. But okay, so Gornick doesn't notice. He's too busy in the lower deck and the holds messing with Hissy, so he doesn't notice a thing. Ortho's stuck in what he's got going, but Garza does notice, and this is kind of a funny take because Garza, you are kind of like the want to be first mate, right? Like kind of rushing around wanting to make sure everybody's good. So you notice. Now, you notice. I'm gonna. Here's what we're gonna do. Because now that you're overboard in seawater and your devil fruit has the curse of the sea. So, we will solve that. So, let's do this. Let's do a initiative roll. And I will pull it. Hang on one second before you roll, though. Won't give me two shakes of a lamb's tail.
Jeez.
Yes, I'm sorry. Come again. Turn order. There it is. Okay.
And
Okay.
can everybody do that? Or does somebody need to do it for anybody?
I'm just gonna say. So, Alex hasn't rolled, but neither did MK. So we're just gonna keep it Garza. And no. Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alex. Actually, let's. Do you need me to do it?
Sorry, I forgot I was on mute. Yeah, if you can drag my character token out, I can roll the initiative.
Your character token should be out already. Yeah, you're on the ship here. Can you press initiative?
Yeah, I got him. Hold on. All right. Where's my guy? There we go. Oh yeah, it's not even letting me select him.
Okay. Can you click it on your sheet initiative?
Yeah. 2 seconds. Sorry, I don't know why it doesn't like my character token.
It doesn't.
It's very strange.
These are strange times.
Well, that is very true. That is very true.
Roll
There it is.
20 devs. Save us.
So that's best I can do. This is the lowest roll.
All right. I'm gonna have to add you for some reason. I swear they changed up this stuff. It used to not be this hard to.
They probably did, man.
Yeah, and this is technically legacy because I know they've changed a lot of Roll20.
Yeah. I'm going to need you guys to help me figure out how to do Foundry.
How to do what?
Foundry. It's like
Oh,
a
yeah,
roll
the other
20
one. Mhm.
kind of thing, but not really. But
Gornick. Okay. I'm just going to add you. Okay.
Thanks.
So we're going to say that Orthos doesn't know what's going on, so we'll keep this initiative order, but we'll only let those that know the what's going on act. So we all rolled initiative. Orthos doesn't know. He can reassess at his next initiative. We've got Ichibi in the water. So we go to Ichibi. You've just fallen in the water, and you feel this drain like you've never felt. You felt weak before. Some of your backstory, you spent some time on the islands in the sky. You pushed yourself to the limits with a lot of different things, including the climb up the mountain being the worst for in your history. So you know what your body feels like when it's been drained. But this feeling is unlike anything you've had before. It just feels like you've got the zest of life pulled out from you. You're under the effects of the curse of the sea, and that is somewhere around here. I thought I put it on y'all's actual fruit handouts. That's what I'm looking at now, but I'm not seeing it, so I'm gonna have to go to my
Yeah,
other
I don't see it
handouts.
on mine.
Because it is mechanically
so I'm just dead now. Okay.
I like how you were just like, I'm gonna come up with
you know-
something good for my character to do, and then it just came into a thing.
Well, it is a pretty big trade-off, this decision we've all made. You know, whether realizing it or not. About to
What do you
learn.
mean decisions have consequences?
Yeah,
Those are ridiculous.
Okay. Curse of the Sea. Whenever salt water or sea stone comes in contact with the devil fruit user, this inflicts the curse. So you're in seawater, you splash in the water, you're now under this curse. You gain the restrained condition. So I'm gonna pull that up and I'll read that out to you in a second. So you gain that. You also have no swim speed nor any benefits from swim speed. Then you also have your devil fruit powers incapacitated. So you feel the weapon fruit's abilities. You're not able to use it. Like you reach out trying to use the benefits of the weapon fruit, trying to use your tentacles, and you just can't. Then you will sink 30 feet in water per round. So you're starting to sink 30 feet per round. So let me pull up the restrained condition.
Yeah, I think you can go ahead and just log off for the night.
Good night.
Restrained.
Have a pleasant tomorrow.
Restrained. Restrained creature becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonuses on speed. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage, and creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. Creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So that is what the restraint condition. So you now have dexterity saving throws and at a disadvantage, and attack rolls against you at
So it's still my turn, though, right?
Right, and at the end of your turn, you will have sunken 30 feet into the water.
Oof.
All right. Can I look around to see if there are any animals or anything nearby?
Sure. Let's
Okay.
do. It's a sea, so more than likely there is. So let's do. We could. Let's do a perception check. Okay, there definitely is.
Okay.
Let me look at a. Do we have like a sea creature roll table?
That'd be cool. I mean, I could, consult the AI again. Let's see what it says. An orca. Yeah, that'd be great.
An orca.
Yeah.
Well, give me a D20 roll.
Right.
18. Well, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I'm looking at a roll table that includes potential hostile and potential non-hostile creatures. It's got a good mix. But you happen to roll a helmed horror.
What? What does that mean?
No.
I don't know. But also, how is that a sea creature? Because it looks like a knight.
Is some sort of. Is this related to the murders?
Yeah. So give me a
my
second.
guilty conscience.
I just want to see what this looks like. It's not a native. It is not a native aquatic creature. Okay. So, then you basically you get free space. I'll say you get free space. So, I will give you the option of picking. Well, not picking, but telling me if you want door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, or door number 4, or door number 5. I'll give you 5 doors to pick from. 5 doors. There's so many doors.
Door 4.
Okay, door 4.
Pull it open.
Would be whales. You have a pod of 3 whales.
Heck yeah.
In the water nearby.
And I just start, honing into my sense of the sea and start just talking back to them. I'm going to cast Animal Friendship.
Oh, cool. Very cool. I don't think...
Level 2.
So the restraint condition does not keep you from casting spells. So I think you're cleared to do that. So go for it.
See, what am I supposed to do here?
The spell lets you convince a beast that you can mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is a 4 or higher, the spell fails. If the beast is, otherwise the beast must succeed. I don't know the stat of a whale, but I'm going to say it's not 4, it's below 4. If
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I guess the number to beat is my spell save DC, which is 12.
Let's see it.
I guess, is that right?
Yeah, should be.
Okay. It's a bit low.
We lost Alex. He drowned. Alex is back. He didn't drown.
I'm here.
He's here.
So do I roll
Yeah.
for
You do.
wisdom?
Yeah. Do you? Oh, the beast must succeed in
The
wisdom
beast,
save.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. Let me find a.
Let's see.
Let me
I
get
mean,
out the stat sheet
I can
for
just do a
roll.
D20.
Command the waves.
I mean,
Oh, you lucked
got
it.
Little
You
Mermaid
lucked
music.
out. You lucky dog. It's in intelligence of a 3, so.
right, so-
Smart enough to help, but
it's-
dumb enough to be affected by a spell.
It's got.
doesn't it automatically work or something then?
It's got a wisdom of. I wonder if it's got it in the. Has it got it in the thing? Hold one moment. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Man, it's rough down here in the water, guys. Hey, don't come down here.
Like,
Save
did we-
yourself.
Did we? No, we kind of knew about devil fruits, right? Like, we would know that
Yes,
the curse of the sea
you
was a thing.
were. Yeah, you guys were up front about that, or your DM was.
Yes,
So.
but this is our first time seeing it.
I guess I just didn't know if our characters knew that. But if they do, then he just kind of screwed up.
Yeah,
For sure.
But this
Yeah.
is comedy gold.
Yeah.
We got some good slapstick going right now.
We're laughing, baby. Laughing at your.
So he definitely succeeded.
Oh no. So it's not charmed by you?
It is
that-
not charmed.
Well, I don't think it necessarily knows that I did that. So it's not going to like try to kill me or something.
Hope
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking of what the chibi would think.
It also made the well token giantly big on the map.
And
yeah, whales are.
I guess
baby.
he would still try to communicate,
Okay.
unless he's, somehow, but he probably can't because he's restrained, right? So
I mean,
yeah,
restrained.
he's just making whale noises, man, trying to get the whales to help him.
Okay. Well, I will say that.
Because that's all I can think that he can do,
I will say that the whales are added a turn in here. And maybe they will do something to assist. Depending.
Thinks to himself, what a terrible way to try to cope with my trauma. That was a bad roll on the coping table.
So it's got a 20, so it's going to go at the top of the order. I'm going to resort this. Get back to where we were. Okay, so you have now tried to communicate it to the whale. You tried to charm the whale. Didn't work out, but you're still trying to communicate to it as you sink into the ocean 30 feet. We then go to the... I'm assuming Garza's probably at the top of the deck. Sees this go on, or at least runs up to the main deck to see it. What does Garza do?
Well, I'll start by shouting, "Man overboard!"
Okay.
So that people can know. And then, I mean, if I heard or saw this happen, I probably also saw him sink 30 feet like a damn rock. And yeah, I think I'm gonna run over to where he fell off, and I'm gonna look up at our flag. I'm gonna nod, and I'm gonna dive in after him.
Oh man. Okay.
But if it's all right, I'm gonna. I know I don't have any movement, but I'm gonna try to sink, hopefully, into him. And I'd like to use my action to cast a spell that isn't associated with my devil fruit, but with my race, if that's acceptable.
It is. So, but you feel the same thing. The second you hit that water,
Mm-hmm.
you feel a lot heavier, so you start sinking immediately. You gain the restraint condition. You reach out trying to use flame stuff. You can't reach out, and you're feeling overall exhausted. All the energy and zest for life has left you. It's a feeling that as much training as you've done on the fire turtle monks and all that. You've never felt this level of just loss of energy. So, all that to say, what is the spell that you would like to cast?
Yeah, so when I get up to him, let me find it in here. I know I added it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so when I get up to him, I'm gonna, if I can touch him, I'm going to call upon my Azamar heritage, and I'm gonna cast light on him, so that we'll at least be glowing down here at the bottom of the ocean.
Nice.
It can be found. Nice.
So yeah, the radiant energy inside of me just charges up, maybe, I don't know, his cloak or something, and makes us glowing down here under the water. But I can't do anything else because I too am cursed down here.
Nice. Alrighty. So you illuminate him. You are both glowing. It's very visible. There we go. Visible from the water surface. You can see you all both glowing down there below the water. And the announcement's been made, so the rest of the party is now aware. Rest of the ship is aware. I'm going to put Hissy and your captain in their response towards the end of this turn order. It'll be Hissy and then the captain. Okay. That is Garza's turn. Gornick, you have been made aware that your crew member is overboard.
I think Gornick is going to run up from the belly of the ship and look over, and he's going to see the glowing mass in the water. I think his first inclination would be to try to use his devil fruit power, because he's like, I don't want to go into the water. But could I pick them up since I see them so clearly?
Let's see. You've got some spells that you would have to have access to do this. So let's look at your weapon. Your Telly fruit allows you to have access to mind-based spells. You can use spells that are Mage Hand. So if you've got Mage Hand, I'll let you put that in the chat. Is that on your character sheet?
Let me look. I don't think so.
So I'd have to look at the description of Mage Hand, because that's what you got access to at the very moment.
Yeah, no, I don't have Mage Hand.
Okay.
Man.
Go ahead.
You have it or you don't have it?
I don't have it.
Well, no, he has access to... His character has that spell. He just doesn't have it on his sheet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think you can carry stuff with it. It's got a weight limit.
one action, range 30 feet, so you're in luck. A point that you choose within range, duration 1 minute. A spectral floating hand appears, and you point you choose within range. The hand lasts for the duration until it's dismissed. It vanquishes if it's ever more than 30 feet, so you'd like literally have to almost touch the water to get the hand down to them. But you can use the action to control the hand. You can manipulate an object and unlock a door, container, store, or retrieve. You can move the hand to 30 feet each time you use it. The hand cannot attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds. Both of them are more than 10 pounds.
Dang.
You've also got some other ones here. But let me look at... I don't know which ones you got access to, so hang on 1 second.
So you're good. I was like, I can just pick them up. This will be easy as cake.
You could slow us down.
Just very slightly. Now you're sinking a little slower.
You've got Feather Fall. You've got Catapult. Catapult is a first level spell that launches a 1 to 5 pound object up to 90 feet, dealing 3d8 bludgeoning damage. So you can chuck an object down in the water at them up to 90 feet.
Just throw something
Hopefully
at
a
him.
life vest.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could throw like a life preserver.
That would be pretty clutch.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, if I have the ability to get it down that far into the water, will that do anything for them, or since they're so cursed, will it just not matter?
So that's the thing, is buoyancy is not the problem. They're sinking due to the curse of the sea. So it's not because, because bodies are naturally buoyant, right? So
Yeah.
they would float if they could. So life preservers maybe not, but you can chuck an object down at them. And there's a lot of different objects on the boat to throw down.
Wouldn't it maybe even out and just like arrest the continued fall? Just sort of like stabilize us.
No.
Okay.
Blast Hissy down.
No.
Can I throw?
You
Yeah.
can throw other objects, though. It doesn't have to be a life preserver. Remember, you got on a
Can I-
boat with like barrels
rope?
and crates, and there you go, a rope. That's a good
Yeah, I think
option.
I'm gonna throw a rope because then we can just we
It
pull
was
you as long as
right
you hold on.
there.
Or
All
even
along.
It really was.
Even
And you guys can be like, no, the life preserver. I'm like, there was somebody other things you can throw down there. Come on.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
use the
chuck a
mage
rope.
hand to guide it or something.
right.
Since you-
All right.
That vehement discord was excellent.
So he uses catapult. I will say, even though you're throwing it not through the air but through the water, it will still act. So you guys watch. Well, you don't know because you don't see, but Nordic runs around, grabs a bunch of rope, and uses you can see him kind of do this spell with his mind, and he just is able to use his telekinesis to throw rope. So what kind of rope do you throw down there? Do you throw like 2 different ropes? Do you throw one? What do you think you do in the quick moment that you have?
I'm just gonna throw one really sturdy rope down.
Okay. And you send it down to them, and it lands right near them. And you all are out of actions, but Garza and Ichibi, you both see the rope just appear near you. In your flash of light that you're in, you see this rope come down and go right in front of your face, very close to where you are, dangling in the water.
You're welcome.
The whale watches amused.
This is incredible. You guys are really good at saving people from falling in the water.
Well, I did murder a lady last time, so I feel like I gotta make up for it.
I like to think you're having this conversation in Gordnick's mind.
Like as we're drowning.
Yeah.
It's very casual.
Yeah. All right, so the whale's turn is no. Hissy's turn. So Hissy is so deep down into the lower decks in the hold that his whole movement is spent coming up and just yelling, "You idiots!" to when he gets to the top of the bow. So he's out of actions and moves when he gets to the top, looking over at the disaster. But I think your captain, he wakes up quickly and to the attention of his crew, gets in position near Gornick to he like wraps his arm around that rope at a really strong looking grasp, and he can tell that nobody's touching the other end of it, but he is ready to just yank you guys back into the ship. He's like flexing hard, getting ready to pull you guys quickly up into the vessel. So that is what he is doing. So now we will go to the whale's turn. And what is the whale going to do? What does a whale do in this moment? I think a whale's just kind of looking. I think maybe he'll try to like bop you guys like close to the rope and just give you a little like a friendly knock, kind of like a dolphin would or something.
We are glowing, you know.
Yeah, he's
be
probably
interesting.
Here's what he do. I think he'll go under you guys. So like in a like almost like a, you know, most creatures could tell if a human's in distress, right? So it can tell something's up. So it just bops under you and kind of makes like almost like a landing platform for you all under it. And so you are now on its back as it's kind of like nestled you up near the ropes. So you now are kind of floating on this. You're sinking. You still feel your body like pulling you down to the bottom of the sea, but you just got this like bed of whale blubber underneath you now.
Okay.
As you're in the sea. So now let's see what happens next. So that's all it does, and it kind of playfully knocks you as it does it because it's not so sure what's going on because it's an animal. We go to Orthos. It is now your turn, aka Big Fast Boy. Oh, he's won. You guys are so cool with your shades. So cool.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know, something I audio dropped out there, but all right. So, all right, the curse of the sea, you know, saps us of our strength. Like, how would we be able to grab onto the rope?
You are not in the water.
No, but yeah, I mean, any of us, if we were in the water, like, would we be able to grab onto the rope and hold onto it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, DM. How much are you going to hassle me about my haste fruit?
Depends on what you're going to try to do when you're trying to do it.
So
I'm not hassling, okay? I'm not the man trying to keep you down.
the man.
I'm just an arbiter of the rules here. Come on now. I'm a public servant.
Orthos was at the front of the ship.
Okay.
He was kind of watching so he heard what was going on. So using his haste fruit, using his super speed powers, he rushes over to where everybody is.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I didn't know if I had to run a check for that.
Yeah. Hang on. Well, let me just let me
it.
see what your. I just want to look at your honestly, just basically out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Because your haste fruit has some at will stuff, and it's got the ability to do haste. Yeah. I mean, sure.
Okay.
User speed or grant time relate. Yeah. So I would say you can do quick movement like that. That's fine.
Okay. They're what, 30 feet?
Yeah.
So far?
Yeah, 30 feet in below the surface of the water. Exactly.
I'm going to tie some rope around my waist, hand the other end to the captain, and then dive in, cut through the water.
Okay.
We're all going overboard.
Oh, so you're taking your captain with you?
No. He's gonna stay up there. He's gonna pull us back up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lean on his background of being a mercenary on ships and stuff to know how to at least know how to dive into the water. Now once he gets there, he's gonna sink like a rock too. But to cut through the water and try to get to them fast so we can grab onto them.
Okay, let me just retcon one thing just because I know if I permit it now, it will come up later. You have Expeditious Retreat at this level.
Yes.
So make that known because Haste is a 3rd level, so you don't have access to that yet.
Excuse me.
So
Okay.
you have
Yeah.
Expeditious Retreat, which allows you to take the dash action as a bonus action, and you can cast that at will.
Okay.
So you use that to get there. So just
I
wanted
gotcha.
to clarify that.
Gotcha.
Okay, but continue. So you rope yourself up in very what was that? What was it? Little Mermaid, where the prince in that movie just tied himself and jumped in the water. It's kind of like
Yes.
that. Yeah,
Just
exactly.
like Prince
Just
Eric,
like that.
I think.
Prince Eric. Yeah, you Prince Eric yourself into the water, and you're just falling.
I'm cutting through. I'm cutting through the water, so I hit the water and I'm, slicing through it.
Okay, you fall the
to
30
get to
feet. You lose access to your haste. Once you're in the water, you feel your energy zap just like the others. You got the restraint condition just like the others.
Yep.
And you swing all the way down, and
All the way down and
you
grab
can,
onto them.
and you grab onto
I
them.
feel like each one of y'all's turns was like, all right, I'm going to have a better reaction time than this person. Okay, well, I can do this much faster than this. That's
That's
we all end up in the water.
That's true. Everybody's like, no, I can beat this, and then you just end up in the trap too. You're like, oh.
Listen, that's why I threw a rope. I didn't get in that water.
Well, each successive person saw the failures of the one
Yeah,
before.
we're learning.
Through.
That's great. Okay, but you're in the water. You've now grabbed on. You all are amassing to Orthos and clinging to him. The whales below you. It's Ichibi's turn. So, well, hold up. Let me pause real quick. So I will say that once Orthos hits the water, all your captain did was brace to pull you up. So I'm going to say in retcon that he readied an action to whip the 3 of you back up. So that has since begun. You don't know what's going on. You're way below. All 3 of you are way below the surface. So you just hear gargling from above, but it's loud gargling. However, on the surface, Hissy, who's an NPC, so you won't really get his feelings on the matter. But Gornick hears your captain yelling something. Gornick, in the adrenaline of the moment, you don't recognize the words. Like, you're not listening. You just hear your captain yelling something. But when you look over, you notice that he's able to very quickly yank those ropes up, almost like he's getting some assist or boon. You know your captain to be gifted in some way. You haven't really figured out the manner, but you suspect he's got some sort of power of some kind. You just don't know what. You did see him when you first joined his crew, take down somebody with kind of a counter like move. Like they came at him with a devil fruit that enlarged their body. If you remember that confrontation, it was out when you first got your ship. But there was one of the guys had this fruit that enlarged his body and was coming down to your captain. Your captain yelled something out and countered it. And so you see that happening on the rope. So he's almost using this like power of countering on the rope. So like he'll yank and use that momentum to yank more. And then he pulls you guys. So he spends his whole turns pulling you out. So he's able to move you guys 30 feet very expeditiously, like almost inhuman in a way, and gets you pulled out of the water and yanks up on the deck. And as you guys are getting pulled, you get pulled out. The second you break the surface of the water, you are able to breathe again. You feel your energy slowly returning. You don't feel so weighted down. You have your captain yanking you on board, and he's just looking at you guys with a little bit of sternness on his face, and kind of glares at you for a little bit and says, This is not where we're going to end our story. Need you all to be more careful if we're going to make it to the top and be the best pirate crew in this world.
The Chibi says, hold on just a second, guys. I need a minute to myself.
Oh, no.
He walks towards
Get
this.
back here.
I'm just...
He grabs your collar. He just grabs your collar. Your captain does. And he says, we all need to be vicious. We all need to be vigilant. Our story's not going to end here. He repeats it again and says, our story's not going to end here. I expect this crew to go all the way to the top to become the next Buccaneer Kings. I need you all to push past your limits. Grow stronger with each passing day. And maybe we won't keep events like these from happening ever again. So you can tell in that moment he's got a high expectations for you all. And you can tell a little bit of scorn and disappointment in his voice as he tells you this. Meanwhile, I'm going to cut the music off because that's... He just gives you a stoic look after that. But meanwhile, I'm also going to get rid of the well-token initiative counter because we are now out of combat. Hissy goes, you all are idiots! Meow! How coughs up a hairball. You guys are idiots! What do you think you're doing?
I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. Just needed a second, you know? But anyway.
Well, you're about having an eternity to think about it.
I'm gonna stay away from the edge.
Pirate,
I'm to say, well, really underestimated that curse of the sea. It's so much worse than regular swimming.
You know, you wash your face your whole life, and then one day you go to do it, and it just tries to kill you. I don't know what to expect anymore. I'm just so confused with all the time. Anyway.
Maybe just use fresh water.
Okay.
We have barrels of it down below.
Okay. Thanks for saving me, man.
Team effort.
Your captain walks away, gets back to his hammock, kind of sits down pensive, and you've got Hissy grumbling and cussing under his breath big time. He goes off to do what he's going to do. The three of you, Garza, Orthos, Ichibi, all on the deck, laying on your back, looking up at the sky, exhausted, breathing heavy. The recovery period is, even though you've got more energy, you can't find the energy to pick yourself up. Like, there's a high recovery period now that's kicked in, and you're having to just kind of sit there and catch your breath a lot, and just you can't move well. And you guys kind of have this, like, just panting and looking up at the sky and trying and catching your breath, and that kind of is how you transition into going to sleep. You just kind of are so exhausted from this, you end up passing out eventually, you know, in sleep, passing out and going to sleep, just looking up at the skies. Gornick, you are the last one. You didn't experience the curse of the sea, so you're kind of walking around. So let's get to what you would do, like right before bedtime, right before everybody kind of goes down for the night. What is your character doing? What is he doing in the aftermath of this event?
I think I'm just going to be sort of shaking his head, just baffled at the whole thing. I can't believe that so many people went overboard. Also a little irritated he couldn't use his powers the way he wanted to, but he's fine.
Hey, you got the rope
I think
down here.
he's just going to be like coiling the rope back up, getting things back in order, and just getting ready to like try to hunker down for the night, even though he's pretty up after all of that.
Sounds good. Well, I think
I'll say one last thing. It's like right as Garza's feeling tired and going to sleep, I'll look at my hand a little bit and just see like the remnants of glowing, and then shake it off and go, I don't need it. And then and then I'll drift off to sleep after that.
Nice. So, morning comes and goes. You guys sleep in a long time. The whole cruise kind of spends a long
right.
sleep-in morning as you just continuously sail. You all take turns. I think Orthos is the helmsman technically, but you all take shifts, kind of making sure the ship is continuing on its path as you guys sail the seas of the Moon Island seas. And it's not long until you get nestled up to your ship. The sound of something swimming next to your ship. And the noise of dolphins. And you see that the Dolphin Delivery Service, the newspaper, the Dolphin Paper Boys have arrived, and they shoot from their blowhole the local paper onto the deck. So I know I kind of retconned and said that the news in this world is traveled kind of by seagulls, but I really want it to be dolphins because I think that's a fun gimmick to come out of the blowhole to get your newsletter. So that's what's going to happen. So you guys get this for anybody who's paying attention, I don't know, you guys know your character, so I don't know where in the ship you would be on those 3 levels I described earlier, but on the top of the bow is a newspaper that comes plopping. It's covered in like whale mucus, I guess, or whatever would come out of the blowhole. But then you just look over and it is this little like dolphin with like a paper, like a newsman's like a post office worker's hat, and it just goes and gives you like a salute with its fan and then dives back in the water. And so you guys have gotten the mail on the deck for the morning. And you are just sailing into, it's starting to be late morning. So, 10, 11, people are starting to stir and get awake and, have something to eat. And that's kind of where we are right now. So let's go through the ship once again. What is Ichibi up to?
Well, Chibi walks over and picks up this piece of paper with these strange markings all over it, and then just drops it back down on the deck and walks away.
Here
and,
we go again.
Takes him. No,
It's for his.
I cannot remember for the life of me what his profession was, but on the ship, I think he might have been a repairman, like.
Shipwright.
Shipwright. Yeah.
Maintenance and stuff. Yeah. So he's probably checking very vigorously for any leaks. You know what I mean? He, after that experience with the ocean water, he's just sort of back in survival mode, looking around wherever he, in the bowels of the ship for any possible maintenance.
Gotcha.
A little ashamed of almost killing everybody again. So soon after the other time.
So, you're kind of dealing with your shame being the shipwright. So yeah, that was your role. I do remember that. So you're kind of doing that, and the rest of the crew, you don't see Chibi much. He's kind of just hanging out to himself, being depressed in the shadows. Orthos, you being the helmsman, when everybody's awake, you are typically at the helm. That is your kind of standard job. So that is where you are right now. So what do you think's going on with Orthos in this moment?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Orthos is driving the boat, but he's doing it with his feet. He is kicked back in a chair. His feet are on the wheel, and he's just relaxing. He's doing a nice day at sea. He's still exhausted from the ordeal. And he's just taking his time just to relax and enjoy it before the next big emergency.
Very cool. I think the first mate, I don't know if he's given the status, but Garza definitely wants to be the first mate, and he's doing first mate-like things. But what is Garza doing in this moment? And your role was first mate, if I remember correctly. So.
Well, Garza is going to be doing some cleaning in his typical fashion. He does like frantically cleaning the ship. So I'd like to imagine he's trying to scrape barnacles off of the ship but obviously he can't touch the ocean, so he's got a really long scraper on a long pole, and kind of like as the ship ebbs and flows in the waves, when it's up, he rushes down and scrapes as much as he can, and then scabbers back up the side of the ship when the waves rise, so he doesn't end up getting in the water. So he's just doing a very long and laborious task of trying to scrape barnacles off the side.
That's awesome. That's
He's
very
also
anime.
actively weeping about the captain. He's like, he saved all our lives. He's so cool. I just want to be like him.
That's great. Orthos. So, Garzna, you're distracted by your task. Back to Orthos. Do you notice or care about the newspaper that you saw fly onto the bell?
Yeah, Orthos he sees it and he's like, somebody else will get it.
Nice. Okay. I think Gornick was the navigator. Does that sound right to you, Alex?
What was that?
What was your role in the ship? I think you were a navigator.
Navigator, yeah.
Okay. So you are just kind of like aligning where the sun is. You've noticed a little bit of the stars when you went to bed, and you notice kind of the heading that you all have, and you have a star chart you consult, and you've got that compass, that the compass navigational aids. You've been checking that on and off, doing your role. What do you think else is going on with Gornick right now?
I think he's going to want to talk to the captain and figure out where they're going. He's probably just charting the course at the captain's request, but he's going to lean over and say, "Where are you taking us? Where are we going?
What's funny?
How are we going to make it to the top?"
What's funny with that request is, I think for the one time and your captain has been historically what you would classify as lazy. Like, he takes a lot of naps, he rests a lot, but this is probably his most active time right now. Like, he's practicing training with his spear, or his whatever you call it, weapon, and he's doing like martial training with that, and so he's giving very unclarifying direction to Gornick during this. Like, he's trying, like, your captain's trying to work out, and Gornick, you're like, well, where are we going? And all he's saying is, to where we can become the number one. Like, he's just like, he's like giving you no direction. He's just like training and being like, just take us to where I can become the Buccaneer King. We need to be the best. Let's go find the other pirate groups. Just being very not helpful on directions.
He's a big ideas guy.
That's right.
That's fine, but I need to know where to go.
Do you do anything with the paper that you saw? The captain saw it and didn't care. He's continuing his workout. He doesn't want to stop his workout.
I think he's going to ignore it for now because he's focused on just charting the ship.
Very good. So you all have those six. So while that's going on, you see Hissy come up, who's just a little disestablished.
That's the ship secretary, Hissy.
Yeah, ship secretary, kind of cabin boy, right? So he like looks at all of you and what you're doing, and then he looks very obviously down at the paper next to his feet, and he's just like, really? No one wants to help with cleaning? Okay, fine. And he reaches down and grabs it. I guess I'll read the news again. And he whips out the pages, and you guys can, some of you can't read, but the title says, more devil fruit users missing. And then he says, they're kidnapping more devil fruit users. Seems like important information. And he's just kind of flipping through them. I sure hope they don't find us. And he kind of folds the paper up and kind of throws it over near where the captain's working out so the captain can look at it later. And then he goes back to like working below deck. You guys sail a little longer. It's a beautiful day. The Moon Islands historically are very limited daylight, but you are in the middle of the day, so you have some pretty nice seas, pretty nice lighting. You then hear, or you then see, I guess helmsman would see it first, so Orthos, you see an island ahead. So your protocol, being a helmsman, is to announce that, but you do see off to the right an island approaching.
Oh, what's the official term?
Land ho.
Is it land ho?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do
So
you know?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Orthos yells out land ho, looks to the captain to see if, or calls to the captain to see if, we want to make port there.
Captain gives you the nod and is coming down from his workout. He's got a towel. He's kind of like wiping himself down after a very intense workout.
All right.
And gives you the okay to do that. You guys sail that direction. So, I'm going to change scenes. You guys roll up on a island. The island is very small. It is small enough for one big building. You all should see it now. How are we looking? Everybody seeing that?
Mm-hmm.
Yard.
So it's just like a cantina-looking bar building. It's got a few palm trees around it. Nothing else on the island but this cantina bar. It's got a port in front of it. Just looks like a local place where you go and catch a drink on the way to somewhere else.
Sweet.
You guys make port there. You weigh in. There's nobody. There's another ship at the port that is just beaten the hell up. Looks like it hadn't been used in a long time. It's off to the side, not really attached to the port at all. Kind of looks like it ran aground, honestly. So you see that, and then you see not much activity on the port. You hear some noise coming from the bar of just assuming locals that are there. You weigh anchor, whatever the nautical terms are, and you get to the port, and your captain seems excited to get a drink and to get some food. The de facto cook right now is Hissy, and he is not a good cook. So you guys are not really eating the best right now. So captain, for one, is ready to get a real meal. So you guys are here at this island. You don't have a name for it that you can tell in your chart, Skornick. This just seems to be there's a lot of islands that people just know locally, or that some people don't even find, and so this just seems to be one with a bar. And so you all get up to the docks. You unload the ship. Everybody but Hissy gets off. Hissy is saying that he'll watch the ship until supplies come back from the tavern. He kind of gives a shopping list to the captain, and the captain begrudgingly takes it. And you guys start getting off the ship. So what do you do in this moment? You can pull your tokens
I sure
onto
hope
the
they have
map
Mai
if you want.
Tais. I love a good Mai Tai. They have Mai Tais in the Sky Islands.
I love a good hurricane.
The drink.
I don't know what that is. They don't have those in the Sky Island.
Well, let's go see if they have one here.
See them from above. Okay.
I know, but back at the monastery, my master had what he called his special drink, and I wasn't allowed to drink it.
Maybe they have it here.
Yeah, maybe
You
they'll
could
have
ask
special drink.
about it.
I've always wanted to try it.
Yeah, just ask the bartender for the special drink.
You think?
Don't drink whatever he gives you.
Okay, so the
Yeah, we'll just follow to the bar, I guess.
All right, captain goes in first. You guys go right behind it. You go into this bar that looks a little worn down, but is pretty accommodating. Like, it looked like it was a big deal 15 years ago. It's very accommodating, very large, a lot of seats, a lot of bar area, but not a lot of people in here. So you enter the bar and play some music. Here we go, a little light music. Put that on repeat. And then I am out of Roll20 space. So what I'm going to have to do on this is I'm going to put a photo in Discord. a individual that notices you all and addresses you all as soon as you enter with a welcome.
Well, one thing I can say, I know GB wants to do, being a ranger with a cloak and a pipe in a bar, he definitely wants to go find a dark corner and sort of like,
Nice.
wait in the corner sort of mysteriously,
Ooh.
What is that? The captain of giant hats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing's epic.
So that is who.
I think he's DMing. That looks like a monster sheet.
That's right.
The look on his face, he's kind of like, I don't know.
So that is who you see. He looks like he's wearing outdated clothes. You all kind of know the time and era that we're in, and he's wearing pirate clothes, but again, they look out of fashion. They also look torn up. He's got that big hat he's wearing's got a big hole in the middle of it. He's got his clothes are pretty tattered. He looks a little unshoveled, like he's been he could use a shower, like he's a little just unkept is the best way to describe it, I guess. And so as soon as you well, I'll be keen-hauled if it ain't a fine crew sailing under a borrowed legend. Welcome, welcome. I be Captain Shloop. Welcome to my humble abode. And he's eyeing your captain big time. He clocks him immediately.
Hey, Captain, it looks like he's eyeing you. Oh no, I'm gonna get us in trouble again.
I will say to this
Don't shoot
Shloop,
him.
I'll be like, well, your bar has been honored by the presence of the kite pirates tonight.
Hey, kite pirates! And who might your captain be? He looks familiar, and he kind of looks at Tamarian, D Kite, and Tamarian gives him a nod. Says, "I'm Tamarian D." He goes, "I'm Tamarian D Kite, and I'm going to be the next Buccaneer King." And he goes, "What's it? Your captain's got a name that carries weight. Names that." Like that, they tend to sink people. And he kind of looks around at you all, and then he goes, "Sit, drink. Captains ought to drink together before the sea decide which one it keeps." And he turns around and he gets some glasses ready for some brews. And Tamarian, your captain, asks for some food as well. And he kind of goes, yes, and he's working the bar, and he's doing his thing, and it's a very, very big bar. The other people in the room is like one or two people, and it is, for the most part, pretty empty. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes here. You've got... You've got him. You've got some people that are seemingly in similar outdated and tattered clothes. One guy's like bussing tables that no one has been sitting at, it looks like. One guy is he's got an arm in a sling, and he's also working the kitchen, so you can see there's some rattling around back there as food is getting prepared after the captain made his order. And that's kind of it. There's no patrons in this bar. It's well lit. It's pretty well furnished. It just looks a little dated, but it's pretty nice, all things considered. And he's now fixing you all drinks.
Yeah, I'll say to the bartender, like, kind of tentatively, special drink? Just see if he.
Aye, special drink, yes! But for your captain, and he points to him, and he's like, yeah. He's like, for the captain, he gets the saltwater reserve rum, yes. It's no salt wake reserve rum, yes, that's for the captain. And it is part of code, you listen, it is part of code to give the captain the best drink, is it not? And he kind of knocks the bar a little bit. And you see him just running around fixing stuff. You don't really know what all rum and stuff he's grabbing and drinks he's grabbing, but he's
I would really like a Mai Tai. That would make me feel like I was home. Can you make me a Mai Tai?
I'm not sure what this Mai or Tai is, but I'll give it my best. And he runs around some more trying to a little bit unhinged at how he's doing it. He's walking with a limp. He's kind of a little unhinged when he's thinking about it, muttering like how he needs to do this. But he wears a captain coat. You notice he's wearing the full captain's garb and a captain coat while pouring these drinks and preparing them. Seems to be your tavern keeper. Seems to be your barkeep. He definitely doesn't know what a Mai Tai is. He's pretending like he's got something equivocal, but you don't know. So he's working on that. So you all have like a minute before he comes back with drinks. So do you say anything else or
Yeah. Can y'all make a hurricane?
I never heard of a drink that is such a bad omen for seas, but I'll give it its best. And he does the same thing.
Can I go make it myself? Can I go behind the bar?
He just kind of gives you a smile.
Yes, and Chibi's like, I'm very excited. Mai Tais are very manly drinks where I'm from. Very manly. Very strong and dark beer, you know. A little
Put some hair on
yeah,
your chest.
little translation lost there. Anyway, whatever. The Chibi's confused again.
Chibi's having a bad time.
Yeah.
Just stay out of the water.
Yeah.
So he comes back with drinks. It is nowhere close to a Mai Tai, Chibi. It's nowhere close to a Hurricane.
That tracks.
Porthos. Gornick, did you order anything particularly?
I think Gornick is going to ask for whatever the bartender's favorite drink is. He's going to kind of get that nobody really, he doesn't really know the classics. He's going to say, give me what you drink.
Okay, he just gives you actually a nice pint of ale, like just a good standard
Ah.
pint of ale.
Perfect.
He doesn't know what to give you when you say special drink, so Garza, he gives you like water with a fruit slice in it, and that's what he thinks is special. It's kind of got you sip it. It's kind of like soda water a little bit, and
It's
somehow
like
he's carbonated
Alcoholic Anonymous.
it. There you go. But he doesn't serve your captain yet. And so then he gets the captain's food to him, and he's still working on the drink. And so the captain eats it. Your captain's seemingly a little frustrated, but doesn't voice it and doesn't show it much. It still stays stoic. And then says, here we go. And then Captain Shloop spins around and says, this is me best. And it's a very, very nice looking mug that he's got this drink in. And he says, the Saltwater's Reserve rum for the captain for captain. And then he slams another one next to it that is a very nice cup as well. And then he points over to the corner of the room. And that's actually where you wanted to go initially. Who was it? Was it Chibi? You said you wanted to act cool in a dark corner. This is that dark. This is that dark corner. It's a very. You look over in that corner of the room, and it's like almost like a shrine to piratetum. You know, it's got some like Jolly Rogers, and it's got like some candles, and it's just like a very like, but it's dimly lit, so it's almost like this like this area that's this homage to nautical. You've got like a anchor on the wall, and you've got a nautical compass, and you've got a sea chart is the tablecloth for that table, and it's just literally like almost like a sea themed area in that one table off in the corner. And he points over there, and he points to the captain, and then he goes, "Private toast, captain to captain." And he looks at Tiberian D. Kite, and he like walks it over, and he points over to that area. "This be the leadership corner, captain to captain, private toast." And he walks the drinks over there, and your captain's amused by that, so he gets up and he starts walking that way, and he kind of notices like that you all are a little seemingly unnerved by this, and so he just turns and say, "Cruel business is cruel business, but this is history." And he walks over with your captain over there, and then he sets the mugs down, and he goes, "Not yet, captain, not yet." And he turns back to you all and says, "It can be a little alarming. If you hear a bell, don't fret. It's just the way our islands keep time." And then he says, "No trouble there." And so then he grabs the mug and nods to your captain, and they clank the glasses. Do you guys watch them continuing to do this ornate toast, or do you kind of turn back to your drinks?
I feel like I definitely want to keep an eye now. Like, I feel a responsibility because I feel the captain's threatened somehow.
Okay.
Just a weird vibe I haven't seen before.
Gotcha.
I think Ichibi.
Go ahead.
Okay. Ichibi would just probably try to join in on the ritual, not really understanding what's happening.
Okay, so do you get up and go over there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get up and you start making your way to that table. It's on the other end of the room, so it would take about 30 feet to get there. So you start getting up and start walking that direction. What about you, Orthos or Hornick?
Orthos is going to take a sip from his drink. And actually, I enjoyed it a little bit. It's not bad.
Nice.
And he's just going to lean back in his chair and just kind of be aware of what's going on in the little cantina.
Sounds good.
I think Gornick is just going to be kind of sipping his drink and taking it in. He's kind of just, again, wanting to keep an eye on things, not fully trusting yet, but the ale is good and the atmosphere is nice, so he's settling in.
Sounds good.
Can I make a perception check to make sure it's actually appropriate for me to interrupt this ritual?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Keep losing my...
And then, Alex, I see you, buddy, on the time we're about to do to a pause point. Just want to give you that heads up.
You good, bud?
Okay. You definitely read that it is a ritual between captains. So, for one, he said it. He said captain to captain, made a point to leave the area you're at with your captain to go over and to a special area with just special mugs to do this toast. And he's now he made two attempts back to you all to say that, remember, he said crew business is crew's business, but this is history, referring to what he was doing with your captain. And he also, so he's made it clear he wants separation of him and this. He said his name's Captain Shloop. So
Ichibi kind of awkwardly stops and turns back around. I think that's
okay. That's fair.
And sits with everybody.
Do you keep eyes on it? I know Garza.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. So you and Garza are both like tuned in. Gornick and Orthos, you're just enjoying your drinks, and your drinks are very good. Did anybody order food as well?
No.
Yeah, if the captain was ordering food, I think I would have. Yeah.
Okay, the food's very good too. I mean, it's very good food, so you're enjoying it, and seem to be enjoying the experience. So, you watch Gornick and Orthos. You're just into your food and beverage. Garza and Ichibi, you're kind of watching the toast so that you first see, you don't hear, they're far away enough where you just see this Captain Shloop running his mouth a lot. He's just like asking it looks like he's asking a lot of questions, like super into your captain. And they clink glasses and they throw back the drink, and your captain, they almost have like a drink off where they both try to like out chug the other one on it. And then they both slam their cups down, and you can see a lot of like vibrance or a lot of animation from Captain Shloop. Again, he's a little unhinged in how he works, but you can tell he's very animated talking to your captain. So that's going on. Then you look at your captain, and he seems to fall into a state of sleep or paralysis. Then you all hear a loud dong, 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 a loud bell. It seems to come out from outside. Then immediately iron shutters slam. All these windows that you can see, iron shutters slam to cover them. The door, iron shutter that slams to cover it. The bar has an iron shutter that closes the bar off from the kitchen and everything behind the bar. Then you see the captain, your captain, Captain Shloop, and that table and that area of the bar fall down into a trapdoor and close off. And immediately you all notice that you've been separated from your captain. And you're now in this enclosed iron shut off area as iron shutters have slammed the only exit, the only windows, and any access to get beyond the bar, so that you're only trapped in the dining area of this tavern. And then you hear, is this thing on? Ah, there we go. Yes, this thing's on. And then you hear kind of like a megaphone announcement. And you hear, don't fret, lads. He's alive. Just temporarily retired. And that is where we'll end our session for tonight.
Oh no.
We let down our captain. We let him down.
You did.
Somebody did.
Somebody come get her.
You should have persisted through the awkwardness. No, just...
That's right. He should have.
Somebody come here.
No. Well, very good. So that has been Piece of 8, Session 14, you guys. We're starting to make some headwind on some sessions.
Baby.
So we will be at it next week, you all. Thank you for finding us here on Twitch. I want to thank the players. Thank you, MK Spectre. Thank you, Climate. Thank you, PS Zombie. Thank you, Alex, for showing out tonight and making this a good event. There was a lot of saving, a little extra side adventure of trying to keep from drowning. But then we got a little cliffhanger at the end, so it was a good session. So we will be doing this again next week, you all. We're trying to stay back regular on the D&D episodes, so you can find us here on Twitch. Check out our YouTube page as well. That is where all of our content is uploaded after we are done, and you can find all of our campaigns archived by playlist for your view. And shout out to MK Spectre for the follow on YouTube. Appreciate that. So thank you all. PU2 Cru, thank you. And everybody,
Thank you.
Stay safe and stay warm. And we hope to see you again next week. Thanks and goodbye.